Some stations don't carry that first 5-minute segment of each hour. For those that just joined us, I was covering the fact that every day, without even searching for the articles, it must mean every hour, every day I run into mainstream news articles where CPS directors, Homeland Security directors are caught raping kids, running child porn. And here is, this is out of the Daily World. Former CPS director sentenced to 10 years for child molestation. And he pleads guilty to raping all these kids. I've broken a sacred trust, not only with these children, but those who love them. Oh, yeah. He said Friday, I broke their hearts. I am sorry for what I've done. Anderson pled guilty to first-degree child rape and first-degree molestation last year for numerous times. And it goes on to how he raped the little girls. And, folks, literally, they will use these rapists against parents. Every time they catch a CPS worker raping kids or torturing them or killing them, the news will say, woman arrested for killing children or woman arrested for scalding child. And then you'll say the last paragraph that she was a CPS worker or a foster parent. Now, am I saying there aren't some good foster parents? I know there are. The issue is the system's evil and it's run by pedophiles. I've probably seen, no exaggeration, probably 300, 400 mainstream news articles over the years of CPS directors of whole states and whole counties and cities. There was a scandal 5 years ago in Florida because of thousands of missing kids. We pulled CNN up last week showing it to you. We're going to our next guest in a moment, where they would fire one director for being a convicted pedophile, and the next director would be a pedophile, and then the next director was a pedophile, because it's a pedophile guild. I mean, when I get up here and I say it's run by pedophiles, it is. That's one side. The other side is just greedy bastards that don't care, use the pedophiles to grab the kids. They get to have their way with them, and then they just get cold, hard cash. There's another small group that is mentally ill people who were abused as children who are out, quote, punishing the family and believe it's a disease. That's a subgroup. I'd say they're 20%. The pedophiles, I'd have to guesstimate, but I'd say 40% of CPS workers and foster parents are pedophiles. I mean, it's just unbelievable. And, he's getting 10 years in prison for raping all these kids. But what about the issue of there have been cases where school teachers are pedophiles. They like a particular kid. They call it their pedophile buddies in CPS and grab the kid and then rape them for themselves. I mean, it's like grocery shopping at the schools for them. The pedophile guilds are everywhere. And they did this in Rome. They did this in many other kingdoms. They recruit more of their people in. I mean, I know somebody in the office next to me that worked for the city of San Marcos. If I told you about what two senior police commanders, and this guy I know doesn't lie, two senior police commanders have a sex slave at their house, and nobody's going to stop them. It's going to continue, and they're going to do what they want, when they want, and if they want your kids, they're going to come get them because they got armored vehicles and automatic weapons. Now, if we rise up and rebuke them for what they are and point out what they are, they will fall. Now, I have the video from Endgame. We ought to pull this up. I should have thought to do that. Where the head psychiatrist for the state of Texas tells the state board in the legislature that why are 68% of kids on psychotropics in Texas? And the guy said, because they got bad genes, eugenics. That's their excuse. Now, due process isn't being followed with these family courts. And tomorrow there's a press conference coming up. We're going to have somebody on dealing with it. Call Governor Rick Perry to veto SB 1440. It ends completely the Fourth and Fifth Amendment, allows the police to take your children like they're Al-Qaeda. You know, we're just grabbing Al-Qaeda in America and secretly grabbing them. Oh, no, now it's your kids in Texas, and other states have introduced similar bills. This bill was even improperly changed after the House passed it by Kirk Watson, the demonic senator, literally demonic. Pure evil flows from this guy. Been battling him for 14 years. Now a state senator, was the mayor, and it goes directly to him. Call Governor Perry's office and tell him not to vote on child kidnapping and not to vote for the end of the Fourth Amendment, where they can take your children, no judge, no jury, not even a fake order. They just take your kids. And folks, they take them and they rape them. They rape babies. They don't care. And a lot of one of their favorite things is to do is to grab your kid and rape them and then say you did it and put you in prison for it. I'm not joking. Pedophiles are running most of your major governments, okay? In fact, I ought to do a whole program on the hundreds and hundreds of cases of Homeland Security officials caught doing it. In fact, Google Homeland Security official caught with child porn, or head of state children's bureau, New Jersey, caught raping children. I mean, that's what I saw in the last week. All right, I'm going to shut up. I'm going to shut up right there because I got a guest on, and I apologize she's got to hear this type of stuff, but it all integrates into the same situation. Evil has taken over and set up a system where evil is good and good is evil, and where they can carry out all their evil and then make us, the good people, bad and legitimize all their crap. Now, are you going to let them Abu Ghraib your children and your kids just disappear and they don't even tell you where they went? No judge, no jury, no order. So that rapists can have their way with your children. There is no group more dangerous than a truancy officer or a CPS worker or a foster parent. Period. Do you understand that most of the time when I hear about somebody arrested for pedophilia, it's a CPS director? See, the cops aren't bad, folks. They're not pedophiles on average. They're just like the general public. You have the same sample rate with them in the studies. They know the CPS is pedophiles. That's why they're constantly busting them doing it. I'm not saying something here the police don't know. It is a fact. And I am sick of it. Yeah, I'll be at the mall every once in a while, or in a grocery store, and I'll see some like fat demonic creature going, looking at me. And I'll go, oh, that's a CPS worker that hates my guts. And that's a pedophile right there. And they'll just like see me and go. And then one time I was in the Target parking lot and saw the little gremlin getting in his car. He didn't see me. We, I guess, had left near the same time. And it said safe children and the names of these different groups on the back as he was driving off. And I was like, it just hit me like adrenaline. I'm like, whoa, 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 it is one. Oh my God. God, I've got discernment. Please. Well, you know, it's just so crazy. Just like, oh, there's one of the demons right there. You know, my instinct is just to, clean house, folks. But I mean, literally, then I got behind him in the car because I saw him inside 30 minutes before, leaving, see him there. He doesn't see me. Read his license, his bumper stickers, and then literally just, hit. You know when it hits you? Like, ugh. And I was like, oh, it's a demon. It actually is one. I mean, there he is. He's going to go on. He's probably going to grab a kid right then. He just can't wait to rape a 6-month-old baby. And he's going to blame the parents for it. They'll grab your kid. They go rape it that night in the examination, and then they come and blame you for it. I have had it with you, and I swear one thing on the eternal altar of God. We're going to bring you to justice, no matter what it takes, filth. I apologize. I just can't handle it anymore. I can't handle the stuff I've seen. I can't handle these people knowing nobody's stopping them. They just go on and on and on and on and on, committing their evil. And if I see one more pot-bellied, stick-armed, ball-headed pedophile CPS worker, I don't think I can handle it. They're bullies. They like hurting children. And I hate your guts. That's the problem. As I get older, I can't stand seeing things be abused. I can't even go hunting anymore because I can't. I know it's stupid. I don't even like shooting deer. If a lizard accidentally gets its tail cut off when I close my door, I almost cry. And then I think about kids, how they're killing. I apologize. I'm going to go to our guest for getting mad.